The moon is currently a hot topic since ISRO has set foot on its surface. From ancient times, the moon was considered the most beautiful celestial body, and its beauty was a measure of esteem. However, ISRO's steps on its surface have cast a shadow over this long-standing definition of beauty, leaving the populace questioning whether it's a fake factual account or a plot from fiction. Delving into its intricacies, what we have come to understand is being explained. For centuries, the notion that the moon is the most beautiful celestial body has been ingrained in our minds, with frequent references to self-admiration. But now what we find does not conform to it in any manner. At first glance, the ancient philosophy appears to be shattered. However, one should not rush to draw conclusions based on face value. In reality, there is no need to doubt the ancient doctrine. It results from two faces, one that is visible and the other not. The existence of two facets of the moon's configuration has created a confusing reflection, inducing difficulty in figuring out the right and true belief. The analogy of the visible moon has shattered the public's belief in the ancient portrayals of the moon. There should be no suspicion about the existence of the ancient moon, which is in fact not visible to us. This is based on factual ancient philosophy. Instead of disbelief, it provides an impetus to search for the reasons behind doubts. It would be better to have firm confidence in its truthful notions that are stable. The moon that we see is a satellite of our planet. So far, various countries have landed there, and their tests did not show the expected composition of the material and other images we had in mind. On examining its soil and crest, the land tells another story that conforms to the Earth's structure. So, one may assume that the moon was a part of the Earth at some point in time. Besides this, there are many other planets whose composition is also similar to Earth. It is evident at any phase in time that the Earth would have been much bigger, and for some reason or another, it has been destructed into many portions, which we look at, and became the planets of the Sunday. Upon digging into the crest of other planets, humans, animals, trees, etc., in some forms would be available. Time will clarify this phenomenal theory proposed. The author has firm opinions, and the causes of happening would have occurred in recent times that could be dated back to a few thousand years ago. The details about the size, time, and cause will be phased out in later videos. Given the above inscriptions, we have to think about the possibility of the ancient moon, which had many different notions as detailed in the earlier video 15 VR. As stated in an earlier video, the ancient moon has many characteristics, and none of them are confined to the present one. This doesn't mean we should overlook its presence and consider it as a worthless part of a fictional storyline. This phenomenal storyline is not based on assumption, but was the view of the universal observers, a perfect perception of all around. As they saw, they indicated and narrated. These are not constituted by them. So they are neither made nor may ever be destructed and maintain basic identity. It is not possible scientifically either. The analogy tells us that the moon under discussion is not in the gallery of the sun at its horizontal plane, so it will not be seen. It is, in fact, vertically up to the sun's plane at a right angle. It could be a little bigger than the sun if we visualize it from the Earth. A typical picture created of the present planetary system vis-a-vis to ancient is signified here, and that can resolve both issues at the same time. At a glance, it would not be easy to digest the suggested configuration of the cosmos by scientific persons as well as the public who had heard the storyline during their childhood. The genuine moon, as depicted by ancient science, is difficult to visualize directly from the Earth, but its existence was also noticed by astronauts at some point during their flight to the moon a few months ago. The ancient moon might be visible when the ancient moon is near the gallery of the Sunday. Science is supposed to believe in the ancient portrayal of its benefits that show new paths to understanding the basic phenomenon systems. It is difficult to visually locate every element in this vast universe. Most are now based on speculation, albeit to some extent. The moon is one of the ideas that needs to be investigated because it is more close and also debatable. It is interesting how many notions suggested in the past have come true.